Alright guys, we've gone ahead and we found us a couple of good long logs here, about as long as my body is. You're going to want to have one on each side, and you're going to have a shorter one at the foot and one at the head of your bed frame. And then we're going to fill these up with debris. You can use dead leaves if you want to, or you can use pine boughs, spruce boughs, whatever you guys got in your area. I'm just going to be using leaves because it's what I got. That's pretty abundant right here. We're going to fill those up pretty high, and then we're going to smash them down and then fill the leaves back up, just like we did on that last video, guys. Alright guys, we went ahead and we cut us a couple of Y branches, like this one here. And you want to get them about, I'd say 4.5 to 5 feet long. Of course, we already made us a tip down there. It's kind of dirty, but that's how it's going to go into the ground, and we're going to make our ridge line with these guys helping us out. Alright guys, we've gone ahead and we've cut us down some Y branches. Those will come into play here in a little while. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get us another long pole about as long as our body. And we're going to try to find something that's dead, but we're not going to want anything that's too dead, too punky, anything like that. But you're going to want to find something that's pretty solid. Alright guys, you can see what we got so far. A debris bed with our white branches and our ridge line there at the top. Here's what we got so far. See our debris bed there. We got our ridge line there with our dead limbs and stuff, making our skeleton frame. We're not done with it yet, but I mean it's a good start on it. And also what I've done, I made a couple more Y stakes into the ground, as you can see. And that's just going to kind of give this a better overall roof. See how I did that? You can use rope if you want to, or whatever. I just used some vines and stuff that was just laying on the forest floor. Try to do this knife only, so far so good. I did the same with the other side. Those two Y branches here, lock it in on each other. Again, some more natural cordage over there. Alright guys, as you can see, our debris shelter's coming along good so far. I still got to get some longer debris, dead limbs and stuff to put them across here. And it's optional if you want to do it. It's something I like to do, but it's going to kind of give you a roof. That way you can put your debris and it's going to cover. You're not going to worry about rain dripping through or going through your cracks or anything, falling down right in front of you. You have a little more space. It helps out quite a bit. But again, it's optional. You don't have to do it. It's something I like to do. But we're going to go ahead and gather up some dead leaves and things. Just keep watching, guys. We'll get this thing built. Okay guys, you can see that roof that we've kind of been building onto it. Put some debris on it, but We're not done with it yet. But we're going to go ahead and gather up some more debris and cover up that roof and work on the rest of this. This is something I do that's a little bit different. I like to take another long pole, the same length as your skeleton frame poles, and I like to put it one on each end so they're kind of stacked on top of each other, and it kind of makes a lip, as you can see, and it makes it a lot easier to put stuff on the sides. That way they're not falling all over the place and the sides are bare and it's looking really terrible. And it's not going to keep you nowhere near as warm if the sides aren't properly insulated. Alright guys, we've gone ahead and we found us another long log for our debris bed. And we've added some more debris into it. We got two stakes on each end on opposite sides. That way it's not going to roll off. But our debris shelter is pretty much done. The only thing we really got left to do is make us some walls, and we're going to use some cedar boughs to do that. And you can go ahead and make a debris wall if you want to. That's just taking 2 rows of sticks on each side and making them the length of your shelter, and then you stuff debris into it. You can do it that way, but I'm going to be using some cedar boughs just because I just don't want to do it with all debris this time. I showed you how to do that in the other video. So this time it's going to be a little bit different at least. But just keep watching and we'll get this thing built. Something I like to do is I like to take a long stake like I made here, and I like to push it together really tight. Stick it into the ground. Keeps it in there good and solid. Do that with a couple of them, maybe 2 or 3. I wanted to make 2 different types of walls just to kind of show you guys 2 different methods of doing it. On this side I got some cedar boughs. I got a lot of cedar boughs. You can't see any light coming through it. Then I made a debris wall right here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a second. But I wanted to show you 2 different types of methods to do it. There's more than just these 2, but just kind of experiment whatever you like to do. The cedar boughs aren't going to last as long as this debris wall will. The debris wall is going to last a lot longer than these cedar boughs will. But I'll go ahead and get you guys a close-up of that so you can get a better look at it. Okay guys, here's a look at the outside of it, the debris wall. See, I got 3 stakes in it. I got a bunch of logs going all the way up it. And I did the same thing on the inside. I made 2 different layers of logs. And in the middle of those logs, I put a bunch of debris. Kind of sandwiched that debris in the middle. And that'll give you a perfect wall. You're not going to have to worry about any wind or rain or anything getting through that. And we'll come to the cedar bough door, or wall, I'm sorry. See no light at all getting through that. And here's the other side of it. The outside wall of it. Alright guys, we went ahead and we finished both our walls, our debris wall and our cedar bough wall. They're both two really good walls that work really well. I like the debris wall the best just because it's going to last a lot longer than a cedar bough wall will. But it did start to rain on us, so if you haven't noticed, it drenched everything completely. The ground's wet and my roof's soaking wet. Everything's soaking except for my debris bed down here. It's completely dry. I haven't had any issues at all whatsoever with leaks or anything. We did a really good job on making this, guys. But that's going to be it for this part of the series. I'll have the next part up next week. Next week I'll show you guys how to make a good long fire. That's going to be perfect for a shelter setup like this for the winter time. So just hit the subscribe button. It should be at the top of the screen somewhere. And leave any comments, like it, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching, guys.